Good evening. Thank you, Senator, for that kind introduction. I'm thrilled to be here today with Senator Kirk Watson, Congressman Lloyd Doggett. Is that better? Yeah. Everybody better? Congressman Lloyd Doggett and the next Comptroller, Mike Collier. And I'm proud to join the volunteers who are at the center of the effort to restore our voices to the state capitol. The progress we can make this November begins with the hard work of so many in this room tonight. But it's up to you whether we continue this downward spiral of insiders or elect leaders who will fight for all of us. We all know that there's a clear choice between my mom and Greg Abbott. Mom has always and always will fight for every single hardworking Texan, regardless of age, race, or gender. Her opponent is just another insider who isn't working for you. We recently learned that the Koch family and the Koch Industries donated 6 figures to Greg Abbott's campaign. The Abbott ruled their way, blocking our right to know about the locations of hazardous chemicals that could be in our neighborhoods. Abbott's plan for each of us is to, quote, drive around and ask facilities if they store potentially explosive chemicals. That may work for the Koch brothers, but try telling that to the people who Greg Abbott is supposed to serve, Texans like you and me. While Greg Abbott has forgotten whom he's working for, his party seems to have forgotten what year it is. For the top 50 offices, statewide, judicial, and congressional, the Republican Party nominated 49 men. And their platform reads like a document from the 1950s, or maybe the 1850s. Pushing reparative therapy for LGBT Texans, exactly. Repealing the Voting Rights Act, and, quote, reducing taxpayer funding to all levels of educational institutions. That's their vision for Texas in the year 2014. Those of you who remember the events of last June probably aren't surprised by any of this. And you shouldn't be surprised by who they nominated for statewide offices. On the top, the GOP chose a candidate for governor who takes campaign cash from predatory payday lenders and who preys on military families. For lieutenant governor, Republicans nominated a politician who insults immigrants, some of the most vital members of our society. For attorney general, they chose a lawyer who reprimanded by the state ethics boards for repeatedly breaking the law and now may be at risk for losing his law license. And don't get me started about the comptroller candidate who can't seem to count. Thankfully, Mike knows a thing or two about numbers. But now, you may be asking yourself, can it get any worse? Well, yes, but only if we don't turn in as our votes. Because when it comes to Texas politics, there's a secret that all smart Democrats and Republicans know. Texas is not a blue state or a red state. It's a non-voting state. If we vote, we can elect leaders who will stand up for the rights to equal pay for equal work. If we vote, we can elect leaders who will expand opportunity through more affordable education. If we vote and vote for Mom and Leticia Vanderpute and Sam Houston, Mike Collier, John Cook, Steve Brown, David Alamil, and every other Democrat on that ticket, we will win. And we will make Texas even stronger. It's that simple. That message is beginning to resonate, even in some unexpected places. Take Ochiltree County. It's far up north in the Panhandle. The largest town is named Perrytown. Fitting because it gave Rick Perry 90% of the vote last time. In the past, we might have written them off, but we won't this election. Battleground, Texas already has 6 full-time volunteers on the ground there. Wow. Now that number may not wow people from a metropolitan area, so here's a little context. In 2010, in all of Ochiltree County, Bill White won 189 votes. Yes, 189 votes in a population of 10,000 people. So 6 volunteers is a ripple. One of the many little ripples across our state. In total, these little ripples are beginning to form a wave of change in Texas, and it's about time. Each of you can start the ripple, a ripple in your own neighborhood, a ripple that began on the Senate floor almost a year ago when Mom told the stories of everyday Texans who are fighting to believe a better life for themselves. Thousands of voices, maybe even some of you in this room, came out to join her, and you refused to be silenced. You demanded to be heard, and I'm asking you to continue that this year. Continue by making phone calls and knocking doors. Continue by having one-on-one conversations with your neighbors and urging them to register to vote. Continue by encouraging them to get involved in this election. Continue by simply knowing that your vote can be the difference between more good-paying jobs, a better education system, and a stronger economy or overcrowded classrooms. An economy that benefits the few rather than the many, and 4-year-olds taking standardized tests before they even know how to write their own names. Continue this fight. Own this election. Make your voices heard, and together with Wendy Davis and every other Democrat on this ticket, we will win. Thank you.